No, exactly.
All right, ready?
Oh, no choice.
Yes.
Right, good afternoon. My name's David and this is Fernando, and together we represent VitruvianBot. We believe in a future where humans and robots interact to complete day-to-day activities, and that's why we want to prepare the children of today for the future tomorrow by introducing them to robotics. We also understand that it's become more and more difficult to engage the current generation to participate in meaningful, educational, and interactive pastimes.
And that's why we have developed Big. Big is a toy that comes in a form of a robotic platform. And when we designed Big, we was thinking in engage kids in educational activities. So with Big, the kids can apply all the concepts that are learning in physics, science, technology to create new games using our toy. To achieve this, we considered three important aspects, and we designed the thing with these aspects. That one is that it's easy to be programmed. Second, it can be communicated through common interfaces such as Skype, Facebook, Gmail. And third, and most important, it fosters the team working experience. And when we say foster working experience, is that the robots can be connected or linked between together, so every kid can connect their toys and create any shape that they want, so everybody has to work in the robot. In short, our secret is that we have developed this electronic board that communicates the robot with a computer through Wi-Fi, and the kids can program in our software that is based on graphic programming, so they don't need to know any technical or complex skills to coding. Regarding competitors, we have,
Go.
yes, this is our main competitors. In short, either they don't have strong communication interfaces, or they cannot be programmed easily. But none of them foster the team working experience that we believe it's important to keep the human interaction.
Right, we've established a distinct market by breaking Australian households down into 5 quintiles based on how much they spend on toys annually. We believe we can target the top quintile, which consists of approximately 1 million children between the ages of 8 and 16. We also take note that there's almost a psychological pressure in this group to keep their children up with the latest toys and technology and to invest in their children's future. On the basis of this market, we've conducted a break-even analysis on the next slide. There are 2 points that I want to note. First is that we're going to sell the product for $100 for 2 reasons. One, because it's affordable, and one, because the product concept requires a large sales base. Secondly, I want to point out that we intend to outsource production to China. And looking into figures, the variable costs incrementally decrease over time. Therefore, we've found the break-even point is approximately 5,600 units, and we're confident we can reach this target by the end of 2013. And this is how. At the moment, we have an early stage prototype, and we've developed the design and the business plan. The next stage will require a little bit of investment. We intend to conduct workshops in schools with whom connections have already been established. In this way, we can further define our product and business plan, we can deal directly with the target market, and we can establish a small sales base. Once the product has been validated and completed, we'll approach financial institutions to raise finance. We'll travel to China, we'll establish a manufacturing base, and we'll have our first allotment in preparation for our launch in Australia. From this point on, we'll be marketing. So we'll advertise in children's magazines such as K-Zone, we'll conduct focus groups, and we'll do in-store demonstrations. From this point on, if it holds traction, we'll grow our allotments to the point where we get a 10,000 unit allotment and prepare ourselves for the international launch, considering international differences. As for the future, there are 2 things we want to do. One, we want to expand the product prototype itself to incorporate a number of applications, and it can go anywhere. And the second is we want to target different industries, for example, home applications and biomedicine. And this is it. Fernando and I believe that humans need not fear machines, and that we need to prepare ourselves for a world in which we interact with robots. We want to make this happen by removing programming barriers for the forthcoming generation, and we're kicking it all off with a toy. We hope now everyone in the room shares our vision. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name's Moira. I'm an accountant, so I have to ask about, aren't there any fixed costs associated with this? They can't all be variable?
Yeah, there are, and we did consider fixed costs in the break even, we just didn't map it out. We've got a $300,000 base, that's what we're saying. That's to employ a number of further engineers apart from himself, and we've already got contacts as far as that goes. We also are spending about $60,000 on the marketing campaign. We also want to rent out an office because early on we're going to be putting pieces together as far as for the workshops, and basically we need a space to work in, and we think that's about $300,000.
Funded by?
It doesn't need to take place until about the end of 2013, in which case we'll be self-funding through sales. But we do intend to have a bank or a venture capitalist, for example, support us before our Australian launch. Not a problem.
Other questions?
Guys, $100 price ticket. I guess I work at Pollinizer, and we try and sell a product early. Obviously, it's very difficult when you've got robots. But have you tried to actually validate that pricing in some way? I mean, I sort of heard a reason for it was it's affordable, and I think the other one was because of the sales costs involved. What about what someone's prepared to pay for that versus paying $100 for a mini iPad or something that they might use for their downtime?
Okay, well, we talked to some parents with children in this age category from Shore and Edinburgh, two schools that we'll be targeting with our workshops when we do begin. And basically we asked them, would you pay? And they basically said yes. So that's some form of validation. Also,
Parrot from Shore will pay.
yeah, that's true, but that almost is the market to begin with. Yeah, I do believe that. Otherwise, the fact that the competitors do have a okay sales base themselves, and they are well and truly priced above us. For example, Lego is a 350 retail, and they have a fairly solid sales base as is.
And one last thing regarding this. We have Marita Cheng in Australia. She's the John Australian Year 2012. And she's working in giving robotic workshops. She's in Melbourne. She has run over 3,000 workshops in robotics with kids groups around 20 students, and they're really happy about this kind of technology, such as a boom that will come. So yeah, it's very likely that people buy our
Thanks,
product.
guys.